Well, good evening. I'm Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom. I am a hypnotherapist, NLP practitioner, timeline coach, published author. Books are available at howdiditeachmyselffear.com, amazon.com/author/Robert A. Wilson. My website is mycowboywisdom.com. But tonight I want to talk about something I expanded into Sunday. Actually, I expanded beyond money. And what I really expanded of is understanding my wisdom, talents, and everything I put forth into the physical world is money. Because it's the energy of money, but it's my traveler talents that are moving forward that will move me out of where I'm at today. But money is an energy that stems or is energized from my wisdom and my innovation. It's the good I put into the world is the money I receive. But expanding beyond money is being willing to go internally and investigate my innate talents and also the book, the song, the unique thing I have within me that will expand the world. It's like take Microsoft and the computers. That was unique to the world, and that's where they come from. But it's really about me being willing to go within myself. And it's really quit thinking about the money before I do my thing, before I put forth. And it's really about, am I going to make the money? This is what I'm going to make. And then I forget to focus and enjoy the experiences that expand me into the money. Because we want the money before we expand into it. And that is something I'm guilty of exponentially. So as I open up to this and I expanded, I sat in there, I was driving down the road Sunday and I opened up and said, wow, money. I expanded beyond it because now it's what is the dynamics within myself that I can expand the world and leave a legacy here on earth. And you look at the real rich people, you look at Buffett and Bill Gates and Melinda Gates, they spend an immense amount of money giving money away to expand the world. But really, the expansion of the world comes from me and you and the world because we're more on a communication basis with people and we can talk to them in the way, but everybody has something. And it's the gratitude in which we experience life and appreciate the outcome allows us to expand internally because it's about releasing all the jealousy and selfishness that I had within me is where I really begin to win this. But it's the energy of me. My energized wise is the energy of my money. And when I say the wise, because to think I'm in memory, but to understand I'm in the wisdom of myself because I'm unattached to what's going on. And how are we attached to the money in everything we do? I am big time. This is a long expansion coming up for me, but it's willing to take the voyage into me to see where my money blocks because money is never what everybody really is here to experience. Money is the outcome of our innovations. But when I expanded beyond money, I started trusting my talents and it opened up something inside me, whatever that is. I'm not there yet, but I'm really open to journeying and voyaging into it. See, it's an internal voyage and an external journey that I'm on, but it's really a spiritual voyage within me and a tranquil journey through life. It's really learning to have the patience and not really the patience, but really having the trust that everything is going on in my life is to expand me. And that is going to be a big one because I still have a lot of passion and I can still get frustrated at life. But it's really about expanding beyond the frustration and looking into a challenge as natural and enterprising wisdom, because all a challenge is new to us. And that's why we panic, because we don't have an imprint or anything to do that. All we have is yesterday. And if you look at the world today, we're really stuck in our ancestral anchors of life, because we do everything for money and ourselves, instead of seeing how this is something I really expanded. How will what I'm doing, or what am I innovating here, expand the world and show people that I have a value in my whatever, the wisdom, whatever the product or something that will expand their lives, and they're willing to trade my innovative wit with money. And that is what it is. But it's not the money. It's being willing to go into the situation and keep expanding out of what it is to what it will, people will expand and buy. But it's not catering to what's going on right now. It's something new that makes people get beyond their thinking mind that has them binded in yesterday. And we live inside the school system and technology that we think the computers will take us everywhere. And eventually, we're going to have to get back to the old-fashioned communication between each other, because it's still the communication between us is what the world will expand. How are we afraid to energize and do our wisdom with the world? As I become free of yesterday, and I've become free of my selfishness and jealousy. That's a big one. If I ever get there, I'll really teach that one. But I'll be the tutor and the metaphor for other people, because people are jealous of wealth, but all the wealth of the world is they was willing to open up and entrust their wisdom and their innovative talents and step beyond everything they know. And that is where the world really expands and opens up to the world. But if you pay attention and watch the world or witness the world, we have not really, in the money game, expanded beyond, well, the beginning of time, because everything money does is still, it buys the same amount in gold. It's really a new suit, new shoes, and all that stuff everybody's heard. But wisdom is unlimited. The wealth in wisdom is unlimited, and the innovation, but it's a gut gumption to get out of the comfort zone that we've been cloned to live in, because that is what we know. How many times you say, I don't know this, and I'm afraid to go over there because it causes the heebie-jeebies inside us? I know one, me. And that's the thing. I can only talk about my journey and my voyage. But I want to show my voyage and the journey with that I am experiencing to the world. I desire people to have a shortcut to cut through the crap that we always have to go through. And the biggest one is quit trying to do anything with the past. Do everything in the now. Whatever's occurred in the past is occurring now. And how do you have the same money problems today as you had yesterday? I know I do. And it really comes down to me expanding out of what I do to expand of what I understand, and how I expand upward and onward and inward all at once. But money is what everybody strives for. It isn't. What people overlook is the tranquility money allows you to experience. We look as money as an enemy, basically, rather than money is my friend. And all money is an energy for me to enjoy life. It's an exchange of whatever, but how are we trying to grab it, control it, and just hold on to it and strangle it? That is what we try to do with money, because we're so afraid to take see the opportunities for us to expand ourselves, to expand the cash flow within us. And how does money control? How does money control the world? Because people that have it don't want to lose it because they remember what they went through. And we, the people that are coming up through the middle class, all we ever see is what the rich people try to take away from us, and we blame rich people rather than look in the mirror and see ourselves with the money to experience the tranquility. It's being willing to experience events that feature the poverty consciousness we've been taught since the beginning of time. We are actually taught poverty consciousness in school like the same as it is. And money is never the deal. It's people that lust after money are the root of all evil. And that is true. But see, it's us understanding money is an energy. And when I expanded beyond that Sunday, I'm still in the expansion stage because it's really about letting go of doing everything for money and give my wisdom to the world, allow people to expand through the shortcuts that I'm experiencing. Because we got to cut the ties to the lies that money is the outcome of everything. It's really a personal expansion, and it's really a spiritual awakening that we have within us, because this is something I've really expanded. We've been taught to be human beings. We've never allowed ourselves to enjoy the spirit of ourselves. And the person that I have to liberate myself from is me and my stranglehold on everything I know, my selfishness, my jealousy, and everything I thought I was getting ahead in the world, to be more respondent to the reveries of me. And that is a very true thing that's being wrote on there by Jeannie. The root of all evil came into the world without and will go without it. If you ever look at it, that's very true, because we come in a child and most of us leave as a child in our old, but just we've aged through experiences to go on to the next, whatever that is. If you believe in the afterlife, or if you don't, who knows? But it's something that we're here to experience. This is like a spiritual college down here to feature the humanness we've been taught, because we've been taught to be humanoids to annoy ourselves. And the only one that can annoy me is me, and I can do a good job of it. But I'm really opening up to a little statement I use now. I refuse to go there. And money is not the thing about my cowboy wisdom and my hypnotherapy. I've expanded into desiring to watch people expand and let go of everything we've been taught through a system of control, so we stay within I call it the society's pecking order, but it's really the herdocracy of turdocracy, and open up to our own trend-setting talents. People are so much more talented than we allow ourselves to experience, but we try to stay inside the lines that are defined by society, the school system, and everything we taught ourselves. And that is a true. Don't need money when you go, Jeannie, that's true. You don't need money when you go into the external, because money is what you're going to leave here. But also, what else? Money is spent, but wisdom is forever. Look the biggest one that, to go with what that was said right there, who is one of the most talked about people in the world all the time? Gandhi. He actually took began the crumbling of the British Empire by standing up to them by nonviolence. How is the world stuck in violence and never gets out of violence? We think war is the answer rather than communication. And we think money's the answer to all of our ill wills, and all money is a Band-Aid to get us through it. It really comes down to us opening up and fissuring our ties to the lies that money cures my life. Really, it's an internal investigation fissuring the ties to society's way of living. And I don't mean society's wrong, but society has a pecking order, or else they have a limiting belief system that everybody should stay inside this, and this is political correctness, and this is right, this is wrong. There's no right or wrong. There's just expand and expand. There's no anything else in life. It's about I understand my life to expand through life, to realize the wise of me will waltz internally, seeing every day adventures open up before me because I have the gut gall to experience it all. And that allows me to move forward and onward, but it all comes from inward. The physical world is there to torment me. That's what it's there for, to teach me to uncover and discover a better way through every situation. And that is fun after the situation's over, but it's quite hectic when you're in it. But it really is about writing an experience in life with a hellraiser's resolve. You got to be a little more rambunctious than the challenge. And when I say rambunctious, you got to be willing to go where that challenge is locking you down in life. And that's what a challenge does, because we go into the trauma and the drama and the panic and the fanatic within us, rather than step back and be calm, cool, and candid with ourselves and ask the question, where's the wisdom? Where is this expanding my life? You question your way, you listen and question your way to the penthouse. You're going to talk, think, and know your way to the outhouse. And that is for sure. Because every time I think I know, I get caught up in something. But every time I understand and I can sit back with a meander and moxie to trust my abilities to see through the situation, I expand out of that situation. And I also engage in new wisdom, wisdom, innovation, imagination, and I open up a new talent within me, because that is where life is really enjoyed, is when we open ourselves to ourselves and let go of being stuck in everything we know and act like we're the arrogant parakeets of our own life. Arrogance, the world is wrapped in arrogance, or run by arrogance and wrapped in crap, because arrogance is afraid of life, because arrogant people they want to be liked and loved on the outside because they're afraid to like and love themselves internally. When you see the quiet utopian within you speak, you're going to hear the wisdom. When the arrogance talking, you're going to find the frustration of life. And I know that one for a fact, because I've done it. I still do it. And there's the thing about it. Admit it, get rid of it, and start over and see where the wisdom lies, and where the wisdom is open to you to see the roads of riches that are there for you. And I want to thank everybody for being here. I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom. And I do something every morning on YouTube. It's called Outlaw Optimism. And I do this with, it's all positive. It's all inspirational. I don't like, if you can live from inspiration, you let go of the desperation of life. And anyway, I do that every morning, and I do a radio show. But really, it's about expanding, allowing people to see their talents their way. And that's why I write everything in first person and unpunctuated, because life is unpunctuated and unedited for us to experience in the now. I want to thank you all for being here. My website's mycowboywisdom.com. My email is robert@mycowboywisdom.com. My books are available at amazon.com/author/Robert A. Wilson, and howdiditeachmyselffear.com. And there is a free download on my website. It's called the $10 Million Meditation. And may everybody in have a good evening, and may your life be as blessed as you are a blessing to me. Thank you, and good night.